What's up, everyone? In this video, we're going to be talking about the cryptocurrency markets. We did have a pretty solid recovery. Bitcoin broke 45,000, Ethereum broke 3,200, and some altcoins are up around 40%. XRP, as well as Shiba Inu, is up 45% on the 7-day. Lots of altcoins having huge recoveries. So I do want to talk about this. There is some major news I want to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum as well, and talk about the markets, if this is a fake out or if we're actually entering an uptrend again and headed back to previous all-time highs. So before we get started, I do appreciate if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell to be notified for regular crypto videos. All right, everyone, so the crypto markets are looking pretty good. Definitely a great recovery here. This is great to see. Could be a sign we are entering an uptrend again in the crypto space that we haven't seen since Bitcoin peaked at all-time highs of around $69,000 back around mid-November. It's pretty much been a steady downtrend since it hit that peak. So there has been extreme fear. There's been a lot of FUD, but we do have a pretty good recovery here with some big news I do want to go over. So like I said in the last video, I do believe that was close to the bottom, around 32 to 33,000. We did get a good bounce off of that. We're now around 45,000. Some people are saying this is a fake out and a bull trap, and that we will be headed lower. Personally, that's always a possibility, but I think we're more likely to continue in an uptrend with small corrections along the way, especially with so many big things happening now. We are starting to see more institutions buying, which is great. Taking extra crypto out of circulation, causing that supply shock. And the more institutions we do see buying, the more retail FOMO that will cause as well, and we'll be going from extreme fear to extreme greed. Once we are in the greed index, in the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, we're definitely going to be much higher here, probably above $50,000 again. So we are at a major resistance around 45,000 right now. I do believe it will take some more news to really keep us going on a steady uptrend here. I think we're going to be moving sideways a little bit. Of course, anything can really happen here with major events. So the big major news here that I do believe helped pump the markets: KPMG in Canada adds Bitcoin and Ethereum to its treasury. So in the last couple of videos, I have been talking about Ethereum flipping Bitcoin. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but I do believe that's a very solid possibility. I think there's much more upside for Ethereum than there is Bitcoin. We have to keep in mind it's the main blockchain that the metaverse is using. All these NFT projects are launching on Ethereum. It is the main blockchain to use right now, most accessible, and it's going to be easiest for onboarding new people, even with the high fees. So hopefully Ethereum 2 does start rolling out. There's going to be multiple phases, and hopefully they can reduce gas fees with that, or implement layer 2s. Something to help reduce the Ethereum gas fees is completely necessary. If there is a major platform that is prepared for mass adoption and effectively reduces Ethereum gas fees to under $1, I do think Ethereum is going to explode in value, especially with all this new demand for creating NFT projects, crypto gaming projects, and projects being built for the metaverse as well. So this is a pretty massive company getting into Bitcoin and Ethereum both. And like I said, I do believe institutions are going to start buying up Ethereum in addition to Bitcoin, if not just Ethereum by itself. And I did make a tweet stating that Tesla is very likely to do this as well. We do know Elon Musk himself does hold Ethereum and Dogecoin, and I do think they would add that to their treasury as well, seeing as Elon Musk supports it, and they're supporting cryptocurrency with it not taking up as much power as Bitcoin. It's very possible they accept Ethereum and some other cryptocurrencies as payment for Tesla products as well. So Big Four auditor KPMG's Canadian operation has officially added Bitcoin and Ethereum to its corporate treasury, joining other major companies and converting a portion of its fiat holdings into digital assets. So I do believe that will become the norm. It's really only starting to trickle in, seeing these institutions buying in with a small percent of their fiat holdings. And I do think that will become the standard as inflation continues. It really doesn't make sense for these companies to be holding 100% of their treasury in fiat currency, where it is losing purchasing power steadily over time. So this is very bullish news for the crypto space. Definitely great to see this type of stuff. I do believe this is the main reason we saw that recovery in the crypto market. So the bigger the company and the more they buy, the more bullish it is as well. This is definitely a big company though. I did look them up here on Wikipedia. We can see they have a number of 236,000 employees as of 2021, with $32 billion in revenue in 2021. So definitely not a small company. And definitely they probably made a pretty huge acquisition of Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's no numbers in this article, but I'm sure that will be revealed very soon. I'm sure it's going to be $1 billion or more. So, like I said, I do think that's going to become the norm for institutions to start buying Ethereum as well. And I do think institutions will start buying up more Ethereum, especially those that haven't bought any yet and have only bought Bitcoin, like Tesla, SpaceX, and not sure MicroStrategy will, because they're pretty much Bitcoin maxis. But I do think that will become the norm where they do start buying Ethereum as well, causing a supply shock at some point, especially with all the utility Ethereum has in the metaverse, NFTs, and crypto gaming. It's only growing at this point, and these categories are becoming more popular by the day. So the more news we see like this, the better. The more confidence it will give to retail investors, and the more crypto that retail will buy, eventually leading us to a supply shock where the 2022 bull run continues. Of course, we will have crashes at certain points and certain bear periods. You do need to be prepared for that. Have a good entry and exit strategy. Be ready for anything, and just be ready to execute on your entry and exit strategy as well. Know exactly where you want to be taking profits and where you want to be buying on the way down. So definitely great to see this. I hope we see more of this throughout Q1. So more crazy news. Department of Justice seizes $3.6 billion in crypto and arrests 2 in connection with 2016 Bitfinex hack. So I have seen some pretty interesting opinions on this news on social media, both good and bad. This person posted a pretty interesting outtake on this. Breaking: the US government now holds $3.6 billion of Bitcoin. Bullish. Not how we wanted it to happen, but it did happen. So that's the thing, the US government is in control of this, and this is a massive amount of Bitcoin, and there is some speculation on what they're going to do with this. I have no idea how the government handles this type of stuff, if they're going to try to refund it to the people that originally got hacked, or how that works. That is a massive amount of Bitcoin though, 120,000 Bitcoin at the time. And this was in 2016. We have to keep in mind that was before the last bull run started picking up in 2017. The price of Bitcoin at this time could have been in the $100 range, a couple $100s. I do believe at beginning of 2017 is when Bitcoin finally hit $1,000 again. So at that time, they got 120,000 Bitcoin from the Bitfinex exchange. At that time was worth around $72 million, which is now worth around $5.1 billion. So they were able to recover this from the hackers because they were trying to transfer and cash some of this out. They were able to trace it. They found the people and they did a search warrant and found the private keys to the wallet. And they were able to get possession of $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin. So pretty massive amount there, pretty crazy. I am seeing mixed opinions, like I stated. We'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. But right now, the US government is in possession of this. So technically, the US government does own a huge amount of Bitcoin. So with the markets recovering and things looking good, people are wondering if this is just a fake out and a bull trap, or if we're going to continue upwards and continue in a general uptrend going forward. Personally, I do believe it's very likely we are entering an uptrend now, especially with great news popping up. If we get more of that, it's going to be very bullish, and I do think we will break 50,000 again. Nothing is guaranteed, especially using technical analysis. I really think it's based on major events in the world that does make Bitcoin and Ethereum and cryptos move the most. Of course, technical analysis does help. It does build confidence for people, and it does help make better predictions in the space, but you shouldn't base your trades 100% on technical analysis. So we did test 45,500, and if we can hold above 40,000 in the next retracement, that's going to be a great sign. If we get some more great news and we break above 46,000, that is going to be a great sign. We are headed back into a general uptrend and can get very bullish very quickly, especially if you got 1 or 2 more companies that do announce a major acquisition here. And with the prices at a pretty good point right now and things looking pretty bullish with so much mass adoption on the horizon, I definitely think more companies will be buying in, and I do think more of the focus will be on Ethereum very soon, like I have been stating. So we do have some other news on other altcoins. XRP gains 30% after Ripple gets permission to explain a fair notice defense versus the SEC. So the lawsuit with Ripple and XRP continues, and this type of news greatly affects XRP. If you're on top of the news and you catch news as soon as it breaks like this, you can catch some pretty good pumps very quickly. There are people that do this. They have alerts set up and everything, and they catch news like this. They put in longs. They make a ton of money on this type of news. So that is the bonus of being on top of the crypto news and being on Twitter and stuff. catching news like this as soon as it happens. So that is pretty good, but that is a pretty big jump in a short period of time for XRP. There's no guarantees for the outcome of this yet. I haven't really been keeping up on it too much, but as soon as we get some good news with this, if it's in the favor of Ripple and XRP can skyrocket very quickly. Once they're out of this lawsuit and they're in the clear, if that does happen, if there's something bad, just the opposite could happen. It could tank as well. So we do have some other news that's great for Bitcoin mass adoption. NASDAQ will list Valkyrie's ETF linked to Bitcoin mining firm on February 8th. The more stuff we get like this, the better. We do need to get a spot ETF approved, though, at some point. That's going to be very bullish for the crypto space. We also have PayPal establishes advisory council for crypto and blockchain. PayPal has been going all in on crypto. They see the future here. They see the massive potential. I do think they will start listing new coins very soon, and it does look like they're branching out as much as possible. They have acquired a couple crypto-related companies also. So definitely great for adoption and accessibility. We do need all of these major payment platforms to accept cryptocurrencies and to adopt it for increased accessibility. You can't have mass adoption if cryptocurrency isn't accessible enough. So we also have the Bitcoin Lightning Network going live on Cash App. More accessibility once again. Lightning Network now available on Cash App. It's the fastest free way to pay anyone in Bitcoin. Very easy to use, very easy to send Bitcoin. This is great for adoption of crypto in general. And I believe Twitter is working on something like this as well, where Twitter will have a tip system that you can pay people with Bitcoin. And this will be great for cross-border payments and everything. So this is definitely helping adoption of cryptocurrencies and huge benefits the world in many other ways as well. As you guys know, cross-border payment systems can take days, if not weeks. And there's big transaction fees on them as well, like Western Union can cost you around $50, depending on the location and everything. And then it could take up to 5 business days or even more. While this is free and it's instant, and people can just cash out the Bitcoin or use the Bitcoin to actually purchase things as well, depending on where you're at. So a few huge things here for mass adoption. Great to see. So we have Shiba Inu up 75% in 2 weeks, and it is having a small correction here. Pretty close to flipping Dogecoin though in market cap again. Both of these are in the top 15 with over a $15 billion market cap each. Just insane when you think about that. There's projects out there building very useful things for the crypto space that are under a $100 million market cap, while we have meme coins over $15 billion market cap. So that just puts things into perspective, how early we are as well, and how much community matters for these projects. SHIB and Dogecoin have a massive supportive community, which does allow these cryptos to be so high in market cap and be in the top 20. So very important aspect of a crypto project. One of the things that you should have on your checklist is community and support for the project and their marketing as well, not just what they're building and who is behind the project. So besides that, we do have some other interesting stuff. OpenSea once again delists CryptoPunks version 1 as legal battle heats up. There is something interesting going on with this, especially how Larva Labs, the company behind CryptoPunks, reacted to this. I will be doing a separate NFT video and covering this a little bit more in depth. And besides that, we did launch the new PlanetZolo Voyager website. Awesome website. The devs and the artists did a great job on this. The website tells the story and gives more information on the set here. And you guys could check out the roadmap and stuff too. I don't want to talk about it too much, but the website is PlanetZolo.com, and we are doing some other pretty big stuff right now as well. We just partnered with Seedify. We're doing a huge giveaway. I believe this is around $150,000 in value of prizes, 10k S-Fund tokens, and 5 JRNY Club NFTs in this giveaway. If you guys do want to join that, I will put a link in the video description. I will go over more stuff as well. We are getting a lot of partnerships and whitelist opportunities. If you are a member of JRNY Club, you can apply for whitelist to a lot of these projects, which is a great opportunity. Some of these whitelists for some of these projects are very hard to get, if not impossible to obtain. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys found it useful. Like I said, I will be doing a full NFT update video going over major news in the NFT space, some pretty huge things happening. So that video will be coming tomorrow. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.